Hey everyone, this is Rob.
Hey, Michelle.
And welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast and everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Meet Merp.
All right, so this week up on the docket, we have actually a couple things to talk about. Yeah. I mean, I hesitated because it is a slow week. I was going to say there's not much to talk about, but
Please stop saying that.
I feel justified. There's not much to talk about.
But there's actually an update.
Yes, there is actually.
Not the biggest, but it's an update.
There is actually an update. So we'll talk about that. And there's a couple things that came up throughout the week, a couple community things. Actually, all of them were community things. So we'll talk about those as well. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, we will have a bit of a Q&A.
Yeah.
So hopefully you want to ask some questions. If you do, feel free to include them in any of our socials. They can be game related, other game related, or real life. Ask them at our discord.gg/Bunebape. We have a question section. That would be the best place, but you can just ask any of our socials. That's great as well. Mm-hmm. And we'll be answering those at the end. Of course, every episode is sponsored now by our Patreon. So shout out to our patrons. So thank you again. We really appreciate your support. And Gail
is the highest tier, level 126. So I just sent Gail out origami.
Yeah, to be fair, Gail accidentally subscribed at the highest tier.
No, they did on purpose.
No, they wanted to do the tier below it.
They did, and then they're like, I'm just going to do this for 1 month. Okay. And they did the 40.
Yeah, so they got a free mug. There's a bunch of perks.
Dude.
There's like 4 levels.
I can't wait to show you guys the mug whenever it's sent. Everyone that does it, I'm going to make them a custom mug.
Yeah.
If they're okay with my cringe mug. If not, I'll send them a more normal mug. But I can't wait. I'll post it on the podcast whenever Gail gets it. I'm really excited about it. It's like really dumb, but like funny dumb.
Sure.
And I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah. So thanks again for all of that. And if you want to support, obviously links are down below. So all of that's appreciated, and you get a ton of benefits that we're not going to go over here. So.
Oh, we still aren't recording live on Discord.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, we're not recording live on Discord.
Sorry, Gail. You got a mug.
Yeah, true.
You got origami.
So yeah, we're still figuring that out. We were looking at.
I still keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, we were looking at green screens as well. So
yeah, people are telling me just build our own because they're expensive.
That's not happening.
Building our own.
Yeah, that's.
I asked you, and you were like, "We can if you want," and I was like, "I want to know your opinion," but because
I know that means I would be building it.
Yeah, I'm not. I like small crafts. That it's so funny because people are saying that, and I immediately was thinking I don't want a green screen anymore.
Yeah,
it's because the green screen that we want is like $280 because you have to pay $30 shipping from those websites. It's kind of lame, but the one that we used to have before was $180 as well, but this one's wider because I mean, maybe you can tell if you've listened to the podcast and watched it for a while, but usually Robert and I would have to be like shoulder to shoulder to both be in it, and like the top of our heads would be cut out. So I'm really liking how wide it is. So I want something wider for sure.
True, I am wide.
Okay. So yeah, we're still gonna save up for that. Right now we've made like 65 off of Patreon, so I was like, soon. I'll probably buy before we actually earn that much, if we're being honest, because I do miss having a green screen sometimes. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, either way, we have a bunch of stuff to go over. So before we get into all that though, Michelle, how's it going?
It's going good. I had another podcast announcement actually. We're gonna have a guest next week. So we're being joined by OMG Kit Kat. If you guys want to ask her questions, please do so on Discord. Oh god, you're only gonna have like one day.
Yeah.
This comes out on like Thursday or Friday, depending on how long it takes to upload. And then I'm recording it Thursday, Saturday evening. So if you're listening, it just came out and you're like, oh my god, OMG Kit Kat, I love her. Go ask on Discord.
Also, if you want to ask a question and like that's the first time you're hearing about this, that's just more reason to like follow because you're like releasing that's happening like today.
Yes, yeah, I just posted about it after dinner.
Yeah, so that and today being Wednesday.
Yes, and then what else? Oh, we also do movie night, so you should join for that too. Though it is spooky season, so we're probably gonna rewatch Haunting a Hill House soon. Don't even judge us.
I mean, you only watch terrible movies.
He didn't like Haunting a Hill House. I really liked it. Obviously, I rewatch it every year. So if you like scary movies, and if you don't like scary movies, come join anyway, because they're not always scary movies. They're a lot though. We really like scary movies.
Yeah.
Being me and Ninja.
Anything else? Maybe perhaps RuneScape related.
All I've really been doing is delve. I haven't gotten level 8. I got my closest. I got down to like 200 hit points. And then I had like
Why don't you just get the kill?
I'm milking it a little bit. I'm like, I don't feel like it. Milk,
It is
milk,
kind of weird
milk.
because I feel like you're just like not trying at this point. Because
Yeah,
I'm certain you could do this boss.
I
I
think
don't
I
know
could
what's
too.
taking so long.
So, what's taking so long? Let's get down to it, okay? So, I only stream 10 hours a week. I really only do Delve when I'm live lately. The first week it came out, I was doing it off stream, and I've just been doing forestry and making shorts or doing random stuff. So, that's 10 hours a week to do it. So, Fridays are like my long stream nights. I stream for 4 hours. Last Friday, I spent 5 hours. I guess I didn't mention this. I spent 5 hours trying to work on the Elite CA to kill level 1 in less than 30 seconds. And I still didn't even finish that night. I didn't get it till the next day off stream. It took me like 500 resets. So that sucked. And then, what was I doing? What day was yesterday? Yesterday was Tuesday. And on yesterday's stream, I did 4 straight for an hour and 20 minutes. And then I did a single delve attempt. So I'm not always playing efficiently,
Yeah,
to answer your question. So yeah, I haven't been able to get it yet.
that's cool.
I know I can, especially after my attempt on, I think it was Sundays whenever I got my next closest. I was convinced I was going to get Monday, and then Monday was just, bro, I was dying in the dumbest ways. It just wasn't my day. So I know I'll get it, but man. I also got a Grandmaster task, though, to clear the 8 poison in one phase. So that's kind of cool.
So you got the Grandmaster where you're struggling with the Elite.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? The
Yeah.
Grandmaster took me like 4 attempts, and then the Elite took me my entire life. It's so funny because I raided. Who did I raid? I can't think right now. But people in the chat, like Arc Rain, were like, I just brought a full melee switch and was able to get like immediately. And I was like, well, that didn't work for me. I did it in my own weird, complicated way, but I'm gonna make a video about it. So that'll be out soon.
Cool.
TM. I still have to finish the script and record it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, that's all I've been up to and doing a lot of forestry. I'm almost at 40,000 anima bark, which is what I want, so I can get everything from the shop, except for like the transmogs. I can buy the funky log. I did get the fox whistle naturally, so if I could get the golden pheasant egg and the garland, then I'll be able to just leave forestry and AFK redwoods for the pet. So that'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't be mad about that.
So instead of maxing, you're just going for pets?
Yeah, right? It's just like the AFK.
Oh,
Because
okay.
my other AFK option, you made fun of me because it was smithing gold bars and Prifdinus.
Yeah, because that's a terrible option.
That's my other AFK. Which would you prefer?
Neither.
What? You have to choose
There's a better
one.
third option called neither.
What's AFK that I could do?
Anything else?
No. I don't think so.
I mean, nothing is AFK technically, so.
Scurrius wearing Virtus robes doing Blood Rush was legitimately AFK. Do you remember? Oh, you didn't, because I was at home all the time. I would go and do laundry in the middle of the day and just leave myself at Scurrius recording in case I got the pet.
Just in case.
Never did.
Nope.
It took like 6 more months. Anyway, what you been
Nice.
up to?
I have not been up to much. Funny enough, someone did mention that they like MapleStory.
Yeah.
One person.
Well, most people don't reply to podcasts.
No, everyone replies to podcasts.
Any other MapleStory enjoyers? Because, Robert last week was like, no one plays it. It's so hipster, blah, blah, blah.
No, not even. It's the opposite. It's
Mm-hmm.
an old game.
So is RuneScape.
It's older.
So is RuneScape.
No, because and I'm only saying that because RuneScape this is 2007 Scape. It's technically not as old.
How old is MapleStory?
It's like the same age. It's like I said, it's celebrating its 20th anniversary this year.
Yeah, it's not even that old.
Yeah, it's definitely older. But
Grow up.
yeah, so I was just playing that, and then honestly, I considered getting it because it looked like a fun game, but I ended up not getting Borderlands 4. It comes out
Oh.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Mostly
I mean, you
because I
still
don't
could.
I don't want to spend $80 on a game.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and it looks fine. It looks like one of the better installments of the game, and I've played since the first one, since forever ago.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, I've always really liked that game, but I'm probably not going to buy it just because it is $80. So it's like,
That's a couple bucks.
yeah, that's funny enough. I think about like how many other games or how many things in MapleStory I could buy.
With your money.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
so I'm like, no.
It's like $80 in MapleStory. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm like, I could buy pets, I could buy clothes, I could make my characters look cute, like
Okay.
all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's not many things, but
You're like, not other games, just spend it all on cosmetics and MapleStory.
yeah. Also, I've been like playing a lot of games by myself, so it's like I feel like that game is more fun in a group.
Borderlands.
Yeah,
I bet
instead of
Ninja would
like
play it.
maybe I don't know.
I feel like he'd be
Ninja,
into it.
I don't know. I don't know if
I don't
other
know about
people.
that guy.
I was like, I don't know if other people would like playing it, but anyways, that game does come out tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting for anyone that didn't know. So yeah. Besides that, though, really not much is happening. Just kind of busy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was funny. Robert was making fun of me for it. But so I was like feeling frustrated yesterday and just doing forestry for most of my stream. And I'm taking, I think I've mentioned it, but I'm taking like a course through my work on medical coding. It's just like, some of them offer like free tuition and stuff. It's similar to that. Just like the course to lead to a certification. And
Yeah, certification.
certification. I'm literally only on like week 1, lesson 4. I just finished anatomy and physiology, which you have to learn before, and that was hard. This is harder, but it was really fun because I was at forestry and people were just telling me diseases, and I was just looking up what their codes would be, and I was like, this is really good practice for looking through stuff quickly. So it's kind of fun. And yeah,
That's cool, I
looking the
guess.
stuff up is actually kind of enjoyable.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. But the reading and like seeing exceptions and things is less fun. Anyway, that's my thing. You had a
Cool.
community update.
Yeah, so we have some community stuff. Kind of sad, kind of not sad, but I can be pretty harsh on the community in RuneScape, especially we'll talk about
Should we talk about the bad or the good first?
we'll talk about the good first. So,
Okay.
I mean, we're going to talk about some bad. And there's plenty of times where I'm extremely harsh on the community, but there is some times where they act nice and or
It warms your
civilized.
heart.
So one of the RuneScapers had a son that passed away. It's been a year now, but obviously when someone that is such a part of your family, I guess, passes
Oh,
away, it
yeah.
doesn't matter if it's only been a year. So they celebrated the anniversary by hanging out with Zeke, which is their now past son's name.
Oh, that's really sad.
And Zeke is in Alcreed, and they had a bit of a get together. So shout out to them in their memorial. And a lot of people showed up.
Oh,
They
that's
said that they're going to have it
sweet.
today or yesterday rather at 9 p.m. EST, and I think a few hundred people showed up as well as a mod or two. So a lot of people showed up and supported them, so that was kind of cool.
They're praying like the redemption, the little blue heart.
Yeah, there's a lot of flowers and
That's so
stuff.
sweet.
So just supporting a homie, I guess, that had a hard time in life.
Yeah. See,
So-
the communities, we're not all haters. Like, people are really nice sometimes. That's so sweet.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. That was a forestry world, so you could have been there, but you weren't. So
I didn't know it was happening. Shout out Zeke.
yeah,
Super
shout out Zeke.
cute. That's really cute that there's an NPC with a name too.
Yeah, true. So yeah, that was the kind of the nice thing that happened this week in the community. So we can move on to the not as nice thing.
We could do it now, or we could wait till after the update.
Sure. Yeah.
So then we're not totally immediately bummer.
Yeah, we'll end it on a terrible note.
Before the Q&A is always positive. So update this week, pet insurance rework and more. This is more from Poll 85, which has been like slowly all coming out.
Not quite as long as Poll 84, but it's competing.
Poll 84, or was it Poll 80 or 76?
All of them
I
take
don't know.
forever.
Do you guys remember? It was the freaking Guardians of the Rift one. That one took like so long to come out. That was
so
crazy.
funny because I feel like a lot of the changes that they go through these polls seem so simple, and they'll be like one single line, like
It's like
oh,
the
let's
spaghetti
move,
code or
let's
whatever.
move this bush, and everyone's like, yeah, sure, whatever, move the bush, and they're like, yeah,
If we move the bush, it deletes all of our raids.
We haven't-
I'm like, what?
we haven't gotten to it yet. They tell us 2 weeks later. We haven't gotten to it yet. 3 weeks later. Oh,
It's
yeah,
tied to something else.
it's on the back burner. And
Yeah.
then 2 months later, all right, guys, you've been asking for it. Here it is. I'm like, I
moved the
forgot I
bush.
even said yes on this. What
Yeah.
even is this?
I was actually thinking about this first one recently because I thought it already happened.
And Loki feels unpolled at this point because of how long ago
Yeah.
it was.
So this is pet insurance. Pet reclaims are now free, so you can finally stop hoarding your pets in the bank like they're a priceless family heirloom. I hoard them in my house like an heirloom.
True.
Take your pets on every adventure without the looming dread of spending 1,000,000 gold to get them back if you die, and show up your loyal companions wherever your heart desires. A few caveats though: cats are not included as standard. Cats cost 5,000,000 to redeem. I'm just kidding.
True.
Any reclaimed tokens you bought before will be refunded, but this is a manual process, so it may take a few days for us to sort. Any free tokens earned from duplicate pet shops won't be reimbursed. I don't know. Did anyone actually do you buy? I don't know if I have any reclaim tickets.
Yeah, people definitely buy them.
Oh, you know what? I think I did. I think that you got those because you paid for it previously. Okay, so I might be getting a few mil. Hey,
Yeah,
let's
maybe.
go.
Yeah, it might be a few mil. On top of that, I honestly think I said this whenever they pulled this,
Did this not happen
and
before?
I still believe this is that they should just make it so there's no reclaiming of your
Oh, I
pets.
meant something else. Hee hee. Well, now what is it gonna do? Delete Probita?
I mean, they
Oh
could
my
leave
gosh, you know what
Probita.
they should have? They should have her like sitting in a chair, like whittling, and you speak to her, and she's talking about she retired.
Oh,
She has a little hobby.
sure. I guess so.
Good for her.
It'd be funnier if they turned her into the meme where it's like, I used to take care of millions of
Like back in my
animals. And
day.
then like their caretaker's all like, sure you did, grandma.
Sure, he did Probita.
Yeah. I mean, could be something like that.
That'd be
It
funny.
just seems kind of pointless. It's like, instead of,
Even if it's free, I still don't want to go to Artie.
yeah, it's all like, all right, cool. My pet died because I died. Well, I guess I'll go to Ardoin to get it. No, probably not. I'm probably just going to keep doing whatever I do. And
I'm
then
like,
like,
guess they'll never see that pet again.
eventually I'll go to Probita and then get like all 12 of my pets and then like,
Yeah.
and then they'll all be reunited again.
I've definitely done that where I went and didn't realize I had like 4 pets sitting there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'll get all of you guys.
Yeah, it seems kind of silly because now there's just no steps in between, or there's just one unnecessary step. It's like a weird middleman.
How much do you want to bet if they're just gonna get rid of the middleman
No, I don't think so.
because of Probita being in the game?
No, I don't think so. I think they can't do it.
Like technically?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, probably.
Yeah, I think it would involve additional work, which they don't want to do.
Yeah.
I think they could do it obviously if it was like pulled, but I just don't think it's on their radar.
Yeah.
I mean, look
it's
how
just-
long it took for them to do this.
That's fair. It's just weird because like at chambers, like safe deaths, you keep your pet if you die. But I wonder like what's happening in the back end that makes that happen. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, what I thought you were moving on to, and I thought we had this update already.
No,
We had something similar, right?
No, we didn't. So this is sheep herder improvements, and this is for the quest. Obviously, probably no one knows what we're even talking about. This is a random quest you
notorious.
do outside of Artie, and before you would like literally coddle sheep into
You
a
wouldn't coddle them, you'd prod them with electricity.
yeah. Well, anyways, you would guide them however you want to a pen, and it was kind of annoying because you would like prod them and they would kind of just continue walking wherever they wanted.
And then they get stuck.
Yeah, they could get stuck, which I think they actually improved that. It was maybe that's what you're thinking.
I think that they did improve so they don't go the wrong way. But yeah, now they won't get stuck.
Sure.
Watching them, you won't watch them get stuck against a wall, only to despawn.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought they already improved this in one way, and then this was just improving it in another way.
I'm pretty sure they improved some aspect of it at some point.
Yeah. So I think either way, I think it's kind of dumb that this is like such a big point on their thing compared to the other things, because this is a quest you do one time.
Yeah.
Like, who cares about this?
Every time I pass them, I'm like, God, I hate those sheep.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even think anyone listening really remembers this, other than
I remember this
unless they did it recently.
because it frustrated me.
Yeah, like, but it's like one and done. Like you're
Yeah.
literally never gonna do it again. So
Well, now it'll be a little bit easier for all the WoW players.
yeah, I guess so.
Next up is charter ship numbering. They are now going to have all the destinations with numbers, so you can pick them just by. It goes 1
really?
through 9, and then A through it shows F. I don't know how far it goes, so it's a little keyboard shortcut too if you want. So you can click, 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 click.
Yeah, so they show like if you want to go to Catherby, you just open it up to charter like normal, and then you press
Catherby.
2.
Yes, if you want to go to Alderan, click F.
Yeah, so that's exactly how all the other teleports work. Obviously, you still have to go to the port first and talk to the charter person.
Yeah. Next,
Yeah, another one great. This is actually a really nice change for a lot of grinders, I guess.
I remember we said how we didn't think this was necessary, and someone was like, "This is actually great." So
Yeah, no.
apparently, this was great.
It's great. I still think it's unnecessary. Like, you should just leave at some point and do other content, but whatever, you do you. So this is the tithe farm point cap. So previously it was 1,000, which is just arbitrarily there. Now it's 16,000, which is also arbitrary, but it's 16
like, a
times
lot.
bigger. So getting to 1,000 points is kind of like a commitment in it of itself. So now 16,000 is like, you're just gonna be here till 99. It's like, I mean, that's hyperbole,
You're not actually
obviously,
gonna be there till 99,
but
probably.
60,000's a lot. Like
Yeah.
that's many days of doing this.
Until this picture of like the dude at Tithe Farm, the NPC, I don't think I ever realized that he's just sitting on a chair with his bare feet dangling off. I don't know why
Yeah,
I look so silly. Like your chair's too tall, maybe.
he's an old dude. He's tired of being on his
It's
feet.
not very ergonomic. You're supposed to have your feet flat.
He sits
As
straight
I'm
up.
sitting with both
Yeah,
of my
like what
feet
do you mean?
up. Anyway, clan updates. So get the clan on the same page. Automatic notifications will ping members about events starting within the next hour. Log in right before the action begins or just happen to be around during a refresh. Either way, you will not miss a thing.
Yeah, we
Kind of
also
cool.
do have a clan if anyone wants to join, but
No,
no one is
don't
ever in
join.
it.
Don't even. Just
It's
find
not a good
another one.
clan.
I'm like, my social time is on stream, and when I'm not streaming, I just sit on Discord and react to stuff because I'm too lazy to type.
Yeah, we
Don't
don't
join
have
the clan.
any clan events, but you can join it if you
You
want.
can if you want.
They've also added a lot more bosses and loot broadcasts. So previously, if something wasn't shouting out, now it can. So yeah, you can show everyone off.
Ever had multiple clanmates crush a new personal best at a raid at the same time? Now their names are going to pop up together in one broadcast. I think that's actually pretty cute. Especially if it's like, what's that TOA one, the stupid CA, like where there's 8 of you speed running? If you're on the clan, it'll be like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
New PV. That'd actually be kind of cool to see.
Nah, I don't like it.
Oh, cool. Why?
Because I feel like it should just be separate. I feel like it'd be
Oh, like it'll hype you up individually. You would prefer that?
not individually, but it'd be like so like the 4 people, let's say, did TOB, they got a new PB, and then just right below that, I'm sure there are milliseconds that separate these. Just do it in the order.
Okay. What were you saying?
I don't know why you need to like share it, because then it'd be the same. Like, why don't? I guess in
It's because
that,
you're a solo player. You don't understand wanting to bond with your friends over your shared accomplishment.
okay, you just sit at Doom all day dying by yourself.
No, I said forestry and people tell me diseases.
Okay.
Ew, like last night forestry. Wait, someone told me to move trees. They're like, Bunebape's a hoe. And I thought that they were like watching my stream and bullying me. And I was like, what? It's because I was at a tree that no one else was. And then I walked over and they're like, good boy. And then I was like, I'm a girl. And they're like, good girl. And I was like, ew, never mind.
True. No, because I was thinking like it's the same as like if you have 2 drops. Like, are you just gonna have them say, "Oh, congratulations, blah 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 blah" for the drops? It's like, no, one, that's confusing, and 2, it's like, why not just? Obviously, there's time separating them. Just do them the right way.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not a big deal. It seems like kind of like
I
pointless.
think if you're doing a raid together, your time will be exactly the same though as each other's. It's not milliseconds off. I'm pretty sure it's just the same exact thing.
Oh, are they saying for like each person in the group?
Yeah, that's
I
what
thought they were
mean.
saying like if someone was doing like TOA and another team was doing TOA
Oh
and that
no.
they finished at the same time.
No, they just mean like if they're doing like a duo top and they get a PB together, it'll be like Blink and Blink got this PB.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
so
was
obviously the way it should have always worked. Why is this even an update?
I was so confused. I was like, why don't you like this? I feel like you'd like this.
No, I thought they were saying like if your clan
No,
is
you just happen to
so
finish.
raid oriented that
No.
there's just multiple people finishing raids all the time.
That's a really funny. That'd be really weird.
Yeah, I was all like, why wouldn't they just separate them?
Yeah.
But this just seems how the shout out should have always worked. Like, obviously you're in the group. Why would it name? Yeah,
Before it used to be separate lines
it
of
would
them all
be
saying their
like
PB.
4 people individually all getting the same time.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, this I like a lot. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, I should just put like commas next to names. Like, you just use the English vernacular the way it's meant to be used and punctuation. But okay.
Anyway, clan owners can now set intervals for collection logs every 10, 25, or 50 slots, so you only see milestones that matter. So if someone's like, on a new account and they're just unlocking everything, they won't be annoying you. Rare items and pets are always still broadcast, regardless of this threshold, though.
Yeah, I kind of don't get this one too much.
It's because if you have a friend that's on a new account and they, for example, go and do, what was it that gives you stuff really easy? Oh, like Slayer. And they just go and get like every pair of gloves,
Yeah.
Because they're like iron gloves and stuff like that. It's going to notify your chat every single time.
No, yeah, I get that. I'm just saying the reason I don't get it is because like, can't you set the like value of the item that gets shouted out?
Yeah, but some stuff are cool in that there's some stuff you could want to shout out that aren't valuable, I guess.
I mean, if you put like a million GP, wouldn't that just completely
Well, I
get
don't
rid of
know. I
this.
think it's just because some stuff is cool that's not worth money. I'm guessing.
I guess, yeah, I don't know.
We're not active in clans. I don't know.
Yeah, like we said, we have a very active and social clan. This just seems
Best
like
clan.
surely it's a problem. I guess I just don't see how it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Also, if you want to show off that you're rocking a Leagues account, it's funny because this is just built into RuneLite, I'm pretty sure. So I never thought that this was a thing. But whenever you're talking on like a Leagues account, it'll show next to your name that you're in Leagues.
Oh my god, that wasn't just. I thought that was just the main game. That was a RuneLite thing.
Yeah, but
Because it always
you won't
shows
get any
that.
broadcasts. Obviously, that's still only restricted to main world stuff. But
You
you
could choose to. It says
Oh
you
yeah,
can
yeah. It
choose
says you could
to.
choose to, but yeah,
Yeah.
typically,
But you probably won't because it's going to be that thing where it's spamming tons of items.
yeah, typically it's not.
Moving on though, we have Doom Combat Achievement feedback. There's a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, we talked about this last week about people. A lot of people thought that the stuff was too fast, and I want to just go on record and say that I didn't think it was too fast.
I feel like you said it was too fast.
I said
We're not
that
going to check.
I said specifically that I think times shouldn't be incredibly relied upon for RNG.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should
Oh,
be
you shouldn't all have to be
something.
Ruby bolt procs.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this one is Ruby Bolt procs. I'm just saying in general. I think that's my problem with speed runs
Mm-hmm.
being part of combat achievements is it shouldn't rely on amounts of luck,
Yeah.
like extraordinary luck.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Vorkath stuff. But not saying that's what happened here. I think if I recall, I'm not going back and looking. I was talking that I think people will get used to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think that's what happened with Mod Nox. Obviously, Mod Nox tests all these, you know, quote unquote tests all these. I don't know how often he tests them or if he tests every single. I think he said he doesn't test every single one,
Yeah.
but he tests a lot
Only
of them.
one person. There's a lot of CAs.
But in going into it, I was saying he knows the fight, he knows the best setup, he knows like which ticks to do what. So obviously, he's going to average a much better time than
You
Joe
did say
in
that,
his
I
first
remember.
week.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying, and they kind of agreed.
Yeah, they said that that right now they're just gonna explain their thinking, set expectations, but there will not be any changes. They're monitoring it. For me, my only complaint, and it sounds so goofy, was just that elite time that I got for the level 1. I feel like that should have been a master one because I've finished grandmaster ones faster. So it just felt weird. But then again, at the same time, people were telling me, yeah, you're just doing it wrong. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's get into the complaints.
Sure.
So
this
you want to
is
read
for
the complaint and I'll read the reasoning?
Sure. This is for the speedrun time, the GM time, which is 7:15 for levels 1 through 8.
Holy.
So many players feel it's unrealistically harsh, especially without a ZCB spec or a streak of good RNG. Others have defended it, pointing out that the GM speed challenge is intended for the sharpest edge of the PVM community. I would say, as a counterpoint, just immediately, it doesn't matter how sharp your edge is if
It's
the
usually
achievement
RNG.
is relied upon RNG.
Exactly.
You could be literal Einstein of video games and it wouldn't matter in some cases. So that was my point.
Yeah.
But anyways, they have reasonings outside of that.
So first reasoning, it's still early days, and so far most of the community has been focused on deep delves, not speedrunning. As strategies develop and players refine their approaches, we expect more times to come down, and we don't want to adjust it too early only to see the task become outdated as emergent strategies push clear times lower. I think it's actually very valid.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. You can actually read the next one. I don't know why I was like, I'll read this, and there's 4 bullet points.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
It's very bold.
We only get one shot at the number, and if we make the time too lenient immediately, then obviously they can't really go back and make it tougher after the fact because that immediately
Yeah, that's just like dumb.
Yeah, that just negates everyone else's previous achievement. There's plenty of problems going ahead with that, so that's why they are keeping it more difficult to begin with.
I actually really agree with that
Yeah,
too.
that's obvious.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where you can't go back.
Yeah. And I do agree with the wait and see because it's only been out a week. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they may eventually change it to be higher, but also I understand that that's a good point that you shouldn't do it yet.
Sure.
So the gamers are gamering. By the end of the update day, the average top 1% PB had dropped from 8 minutes 21 seconds to 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And this number has come down further in the time since as more people started chasing speed. We also started to see reports from experienced players that they're able to take this task off more than half the time if they're really pushing for it.
Sure.
Allegedly.
They also say it's Grandmaster by design. These tasks aren't meant for the casual player. They're deliberately tuned for people with mastery.
Yeah.
And we want to maintain that high standard. And I agree. I kind of agree with that. And also I think the people complaining about it either haven't thought about it or just don't play the game that much.
I get it because sometimes it does feel very RNG driven, like the Elite when I was doing, but probably also like the Elite when I was doing. There's probably just a better method that's less RNG.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, yeah, it's just like you can take any boss and apply the same thinking.
mhm.
Like whenever you started doing, or I started doing Vorkath, my times were like literally 5 minutes for a
Dude, why is
kill.
that still some KC of Warcath? Even wearing like best gear you can find.
Now my slow times at Vorkath would be like 140,
I feel like that's my
but
average. I'm
like the
so bad at
speed
Warcath.
time is 40 seconds.
Yeah, 36 or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's
Yeah, I
low.
remember you got it.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
It's something
The
like
thing
that.
is like it improves over time. Just one, you become more familiar and like you
Mhm.
know how to like execute extra damage. Like obviously
Exactly.
things like Wook's walking gets invented, so it's like you're going to. I think it's unrealistic to think that you are an above average player, so much so that you would get what is supposed to be the most difficult tasks done. This isn't exclusive for GM Speed because I still think GM Speed is dumb.
Yeah.
Um, but to get all these done within the first even month that it comes out.
I will say, the GM test that I did here probably could have also been a master. Fairly easy.
Sure.
But I mean, I like easy GM tests.
Yeah, all of the ones we're talking about, all the tasks we're going to talk about today are GM. So we're not
Are they all
even
GM?
yeah, we're not even going to
Nice.
talk about any of the elite or masters.
Okay. Next was about the praying mantis. So that one is complete 1 through 8 without restoring prayer points. We saw players raising valid concerns about failing this task because of the boss's holy water effect, which is triggered if you kill it during melee or the melee punish phase, and it will restore your prayer. We understand this might feel like you're being punished for engaging with the core mechanic with no counterplay except taking huge damage. Fortunately, players have discovered that if you just start punching the boss, it will basically cancel the charge and avoid dealing heavy damage. So this will prevent the restore. That's, yeah. Someone told me that the other day because I also had the same issue whenever I was going for the clearing poison. I didn't know that you could just punch it because I kept doing it and I was like, I don't want to kill it with the holy water effect, but I have to. So I would like switch to my maracas and then it would clear a bunch of the poison.
Yeah.
And I like when I didn't want it to. So that's how I found out that punching helps.
Yeah, so the fight was designed with a couple things in mind. So they wanted to avoid trivial completions. They didn't want players waiting around for a prayer restore at the end of a wave, which would
Yeah.
obviously subvert this entire
Which is exactly what I would do if it was the
yeah,
option.
that would yeah,
Defeat
go
the purpose of keeping
exactly.
your prayers.
That's the entire point of this task is to not do that. So if it was just as simple as that, it wouldn't be a grandmaster thing.
Mhm. Also, all damage on this boss is avoidable with 100% prayer reduction on every attack. In theory, every hit can be flicked away. This is why we wanted to see players lead into prayer flicking as much as possible. We do know not everyone enjoys prayer flicking, which is why the task is about not restoring prayer rather than never losing prayer. So you don't really have to prayer flick, but you kind of do.
Yeah.
Someone did tell me though the strat is to use the ancient mace before you go in because it gets your prayer to like 120,
Yeah, you can
which I
overheal.
didn't know that. I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, it's not commonly, I think, especially, it's funny, especially now that the Nightmare Zone is kind of going away. The fact that no one goes
I
there
was thinking
anymore.
regular nightmare, and I was like, just got updated.
No, the fact that no one goes there anymore, and also it seems like everyone's on a main and no one's on a budget, so everyone just has actually probably never used the Ancient Mace.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the
I wouldn't even
day,
take it to Nightmare Zone, to be honest. I would not do it
I
efficiently.
remember back in the day on a budget on my main, I would actually bring it to Nightmare Zone so I could get more specs while I had like recurrent damage
Oh,
or the
funny.
spec one up,
God, Nightmare
just
Zone
so I
was
could
such a chill
so I
grind.
can get more XP because I
Nice.
was in there with a like full obsidian
Yeah.
and
Oh, what a throwback.
yeah, and so it's funny because I feel like a lot of players don't know that stuff.
Yeah. I
Well, newer
remember
players obviously.
I remember doing Nightmare Zone like during COVID lockdown times, and we'd just like be watching baking shows or cooking shows, and I would have my laptop on our little yak ottoman, and every 5 minutes my screen would turn red. I'd stand up, sip the overload, do the whatever, and then sit back down.
Yeah.
It was a very chill time. The intent here is always to test managing without restores. Yeah, I read that weird. I thought not to demand flawless flicking. That said, we understand this design won't be everyone's favorite. Some players love this, other people don't, obviously. I mean, it's a mechanical style task.
That being said, I think they should have included at the end of this that
Frick you.
if you don't like the point of the task, then you don't have to do the task.
Well, that's implied. It's a little too sassy, I think.
Well, it's just like, I don't know. I don't even know why you would be. That's like complaining that a world record exists. Like, I don't care that you can't hold your breath for like 25 minutes. It's not meant for you to do.
Yeah, true.
If you want to do it, train to do it and then do it. Like, I don't know why this is a problem.
Whenever I found out about the ancient mace thing, I was like, oh, that sounds way more doable than I originally thought.
Sure.
Because the first like 6 ones, the prayer, you can prayer flick easily. Once it's 7 and 8, it starts getting faster. Because someone told me they did the ancient mace and then they prayer flicked 1 through 7, and then level 8 they just kept their prayer on the entire time, and they still ended with 56 prayer.
Yeah.
Very doable. Probably takes a second, but doable.
No, yeah, it's definitely doable. I mean, it might be like shallow thinking on my part, but it's the same reason you don't see anyone going around complaining about the Viking way on Warcath.
Okay.
Because it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You do it or you don't, and if it takes a few tries, then it does.
I was complaining about that. It took me 16 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not fun, but it's a GM task. Like, what do you expect?
Speaking of a not fun GM task.
Yeah, this is the duel of a Muckaweedle. So you only deal damage with melee weapons and one-handed melee weapons. So people thought that there was like bugs with this, literally, but
yeah,
no, that's the way it's intended. So there was some confusion that if the boss takes damage from grubs, then it fails the task, and this is intentional. If you are not killing the grubs, you're not doing the fight correctly.
I have thoughts. This is fair. But at the same time, they really are removing all the things I'd be using as my cheese methods right now.
Yeah,
it's like they don't even know that I just started a series called Cheesing My Way to Zuckhelm. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do stuff like that. Come on.
It's almost like they have rats of their own. They get to learn from them.
Oh, dang.
Anyways, though, they just like the praying mantis task, this was designed as part of it. So there are fail conditions. Don't do the fail conditions, which means you're doing it right, and then you will get the achievement.
This will actually make the fight a lot harder because you can't delay killing the grubs. You either have to let it heal it, or you have to go and kill them really early.
Yeah, and
that makes it way harder.
It'll be a long fight too, so it's not an easy task.
Can you damage? It's only meleeing. Or you can only melee Doom, but you can still use like the mage and range on the grubs, right?
I assume so, because it says you can only deal damage to him, I think, with the one-handed melee.
Yeah.
At least whenever it initially came out, that's how I read it.
Okay. You can damage from the scorching bow or demon bane spells during the shield phase will fail the achievement. Oh, even if it's shielded. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean, the shield is still part of its health.
Yeah, I guess so.
So,
I don't see anything about the grub thing. So, if you know, let us know. If not, I mean, I'll try it eventually. It'll fail potentially. So, yeah. They did say that said they're going to continue monitoring feedback. If this consistently proves more frustrating than fun, we're open to reviewing it in the future. But for now, we think this is the spirit and difficulty of a grandmaster, which I mean, like, I kind of agree. I'm sure I'll get annoyed when I try it, but I do agree.
That's the last one. I don't even know why it's being brought up.
This is like,
it's baffling.
Come on, you guys.
How are people complaining about the literal name of this is called Perfect Doom?
So complete levels 1 through 8 without taking damage from the boss, letting grubs be absorbed, or stepping on acid. We heard concern that some acid spawns can feel unavoidable. So the thing is, they only spawn on one side. It's random, to be fair, but they only spawn on one side. So if they're all attacking like the north side, go to the south side, and they'll only attack the north for that level. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they even say they gave you a tip. By attacking diagonally, you can test where the acid will land with your first range hit, then reposition to the opposite side of the boss to avoid it. With careful tracking movement, these situations can be anticipated and managed.
Yeah, because
it's called perfect.
People's main complaint is that the acid feels unavoidable.
Yeah, it's avoidable. I mean, it's annoying, that's for sure, but like, it's a perfect task. Of course it's going to be like this.
I don't know.
I thought that was even me who wants to find ways to cheese thing. I was like, that's goofy. Like, come on, you guys.
It's giving like soft baby complaints.
Yeah, which is usually like what I'm giving, but not in this case.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fine, dude. You just be a hard CA enjoyer. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Try the
is
perfect stuff.
I'm so
If it
worried.
doesn't
It's gonna
work
be
out,
so
that's
hard.
fine.
The perfect's gonna be so
Yeah,
hard.
it's going to be hard for sure.
Oh yikes! It
But
sounds really intimidating, to be honest.
that also, one, it's going to get easier over time,
Yeah.
and two, that just makes the Zuck helm more prestigious.
Exactly. You know what I don't get though? I feel like it's a little unfair for the perfect that that it can still shoot projectiles at me. Like it feels like unavoidable at times. It feels a little overwhelming. I
Yeah.
feel like the boss should stop and should only melee if I go next to it.
I was thinking like they should make it so once you enter and then spec the boss, it should be
It
stunned.
freezes.
It should be stunned for like 15 minutes.
I agree.
That seems like the
That's
only
like so
course
true.
of action.
And it's in the melee punish phase the whole time, so it's extra accurate.
Yeah, it's funny because like this same argument is said all the time in like MapleStory because the bosses are incredibly random and a lot of the times their damage are just one shots.
Oh, I hate that. That's so annoying.
It's either one shots or like stacking damage. So
Yeah.
it's like very easy to die. And it's funny because like there's a big difference between people that have like really intimate knowledge of the boss because they've like tried to understand it and like improve. Whereas like I think a lot of people, and this is like common in most games, is they just try to get through the boss.
Yeah.
And eventually you get through the boss and it's like you become more familiar with it, so it becomes easier, but you don't actively try to become better at the boss, which I think is the clear difference between if you actually want GM and if you're just doing the boss for either enjoyment or to like try to get money.
Yeah.
Because chances are you're not going to try and get better unless you are actively pursuing it.
No, yeah. That's also why sometimes you're like, oh, I feel like you could get level 8. And you're like, sometimes I'm not really trying that much, you know? I'm just there being like, hoping I get a pet in level 6.
Yeah.
Or like reading chat, being more lazy about it.
Yeah, that's totally
It
fine.
just depends
That's
on the vibe.
That's how most people play. It's obvious. And this is, from every game I've played, it's obvious when someone has put intent behind their kills because
Yeah.
there's a clear difference.
Yeah. So like whenever I do it off stream and I'm always better.
Yeah.
It's because I'm actually putting intent in.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, yeah, you guys, it's a perfect task. It has to be perfect. I'm sorry. To be fair, I will say that I believe it's the next perfect. I almost died because you take so much damage from random stuff that I was like on the verge of death, and then I got perfect, and I was like, how did that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
The
Every
nice
boss is
thing
different.
about this boss is you'll know when you get perfect because you won't take any damage.
Wow, that's actually so incredible to take no damage during delve.
Yeah,
It's so
It's
satisfying.
a skill-centric boss.
Wow.
For sure.
I love that it's not chip damage in it. I think
I
that's
hate chip
I
damage.
hate chip damage too. It's so annoying. So I really love that this is an end-game boss that you can perfectly pray against. Like,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
It's nice, but it's also a double-edged sword because you have to do it perfect for the perfect.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of one-shot things. Or nearly one-shot.
Yeah. But
Anyway.
yeah, that's it. So wrapping up, they are just saying everyone should get better at the game. I saw a post saying that that's what they're saying, and I
They
kind of
say it in a
agree.
much nicer way, though.
Yeah, they're saying you might have felt stonewalled or frustrated, but
Please no, we are listening.
they're listening, and also I'm saying that these are GMCAs,
Yeah.
so kind of get over
They're going to
it.
be hard, and I'm sure I'll complain about them whenever I'm doing them. But at
Yeah.
the same time, that's also what makes it feel so good whenever you complete the task.
Yeah. Also, this is not to invalidate people's complaints. You can get frustrated and throw your monitor across like your house. Totally valid crash out. I'm just saying, don't go on Reddit and complain about it because you chose to do that content.
Yeah.
You can't like purposely kick a wall and then get mad when your foot hurts. Like, just know it's gonna suck.
And just know that if you complete, though, it's going to be the best feeling. Like, even that elite one, which was very annoying, I was like riding that high for a couple hours after. I was like, I'm so happy I did that.
Yeah, that's what it's about. If you don't like that, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
They finally added sound effects across the game. So all the 8-bit has been updated to 16-bit.
Yeah, I was playing in mute for so long.
Because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to listen today. I haven't listened yet. I wonder how much clearer it sounds.
Yeah, it
I'm kinda
sounds
excited.
twice as clear.
Did you listen to some video of it?
No, I
Oh,
just
the
did the
examples
math.
before.
It's 8 bits to 16, so
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, future update idea. I love this, by the way. Would you like to read it or me?
Sure. So they said that training while chatting isn't so easy when you're playing on mobile.
I hate typing on mobile.
Especially if you're not like a tablet kid or something. It can be tough for our grandpa fingers to like reach over, and it's like, oh God, my phone's sideways. I don't even know what this looks like.
No one types
I
like
always
that.
text up and down
Yeah.
because I'm a grandpa.
That's
So
normal.
that's kind of annoying. Usually I'll just sit there like a bot and not say anything, even
Mm-hmm.
if someone talks to me. And apparently I'm not alone.
I would sometimes be like, haha, yeah, anyway, I'm on mobile, so can't really type. I would type that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that too. Usually while woodcutting. So
Mm-hmm.
if you've struggled with that, then maybe you can sympathize because they've talked about adding a new feature that'll show a discrete little phone icon next to your name whilst on mobile, and you can potentially show off that you are on mobile, and maybe that's why you're not talking to someone.
It'd be available to people on PC too, so they could see your mobile.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Oh, you meant when you're on mobile, it'll show it.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's toggleable too. I really like this idea.
Yeah, I think it's a really good idea.
I think it's super good because I always feel so bad. Or like, I'll be on mobile and that's when I'm more likely for people to be like, oh, that's a bot. And I'm like, no, I just hate typing sideways. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was a do not disturb option in this game as well.
So there would just be like an icon above you, like not talking.
No, this is actually a thing.
How would it work in RuneScape though?
Oh, I'll tell you how it works in WoW, and you can kind of just port it directly from that.
Sure.
If you just type /D&D in World of Warcraft,
Oh,
you get a thing that shows up next to your name that says D&D, and then whenever someone tries to type to you, they get an automated message saying that you're on D&D.
that's funny. Well, it's just hard because it's public chat, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
But,
I'm just saying, like,
ooh,
if,
that'd be nice for
if it was
DMs
next
too.
to if it was next to your name, then that would suffice for not only mobile but like desktop players that just don't feel like talking.
Exactly.
You'd be like, oh, this guy's on D&D. Clearly, I don't want to strike up a conversation with them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That could help as well.
Next up, this sounds kind of cute. A Discord community event. It's actually going to be mass chambies. I bet that's going to be spicy. Oh, I bet there's going to be so many purples. So many.
At least one.
At least one. This is going to be on Friday, 19th of September, 1600 to 1700 BST. Masses are going to be at 1545. I don't know. That's okay. Anyway, it's going to be in World 522. So you could just expect to have beautiful chaos, piles of death, almost head, almost certainly.
Oh, they're saying at 15 and 45.
Oh, I don't like how they put the dot.
No, they're saying at like 16:15 and 16:45.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's what that means. So they have 30 minutes in between.
Yeah. Mass Champions is really fun. It's very chaotic. So if you're like a perfectionist of Champions, you wouldn't like this. But honestly, it's pretty fun still.
Yeah, you can go and potentially get some free loot.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people.
You can also be spectating. Mod Rach will be streaming her POV, so you can enjoy the carnage from the safety of your bank tab.
Yeah, shout out to Mod Ray. She's been doing a good job on the Reddit.
Yeah, shout out. I know your thoughts on this next thing.
Yeah, it's kind of horrendous.
I don't think it's horrendous.
So imagine seeing the foulest, ugliest, most diabolic version of something you love. Like, picture, if you've ever watched Full Metal Alchemist, the scene where they try to resurrect their mother, and it's
Ew,
kind
you
of
told me
just
about that. I
an
don't like that.
amalgamation of a humanoid.
That was so gross.
That is the same feeling I get by looking at this picture.
So the new plushies are released. We have Thurgo, a capybara, stray dog, and Xanac. Obviously, Robert is referencing the capybara because we love capybaras. It's an interesting capybara.
Yeah, instead of
I don't
thinking
know why they
about
should just buy like a dog.
instead of thinking like a capybara, imagine a sumo wrestler trying to sit and put his hands on the ground at the same time. That is the stance they gave him, with a head twice the size of its body.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because like the Vorkath has a big head and stuff.
Sure.
That's their thing.
Sure.
I don't love it. Weirdly, I find myself loving the Thurgo the most. He has a round belly and he has a raspberry pie.
Yeah, of course.
And I
yeah.
love it.
He's chilling.
The stray dog is really cute because it has like the little bald patch on it with like the little flies too, and I think that's really cute. The Xanac,
The Xanac looks like literally the epitome of
epitome. Oh, you're making fun of me.
Yeah, of a Easter Island head brought back to life and turned into a rendition of Kim Possible from her show.
It's I don't know why her nose looks like someone just stuck it on there last second.
It looks
It's
like
giving Muppet.
no, it looks like Mr. Potato Head.
Yes. Her nose, it's just like,
Her
it
ears
literally,
too.
in the ears, it looks like they just stuck them on like it wasn't part of it originally. It's weird.
It is odd.
But what's really cute, so she comes with a Dorgeshon crossbow, and then she also comes with the ham disguise.
It's really just a pink cloak.
And I don't know why I think it's the goofiest thing. It's like American Dolls. You used to be able to customize them to look like you, and imagine opening yours and it was Xanac.
I would immediately have PTSD.
Oh my god, it's so funny. But yeah, so and also Stray Dog comes with a bag of bones, and the capybara comes with grapes.
Wait, go back to Xanac?
Okay. What's wrong with her now?
How much is it? Oh, $30.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all $30. In order
I
popularity.
I saw $120. I was like, wait.
No. Most popular is Thurgo. Not surprised. It's wonderful.
It's winning by a lot too.
Yeah, so that one has sold 50. I think that's how it's
50%.
Oh, 100 sold. Okay, so 100% is 200. Okay, so it sold 100. And then Capybara has sold
88.
84.
Oh,
Stray Dog is next with 75 sold. And Xanac, I'm so sorry, baby girl, but you're last with only 74. And these are going to ship on December 28th. So,
Yeah, so
late
you have-
Christmas present.
You have a bit of time. 23 more days.
What I will say, man, I actually kind of want the Thurgo the more I look at it. I'm not going to buy it right now, but like
He looks
tempting.
like a pale version of Shrek.
I love that even more. You know what kind of made me want Xanac though is just being like, this is a one-time only limited edition plushie to have the goofiest thing you could possibly get.
True.
Like, I kind of want her, and I would just keep her in her. You know what's so funny about the ham thing is it looks like a little raincoat.
She looks like a grandma.
Wait, I want this for Christmas. Suddenly I need this.
Okay.
That's so
well,
funny.
luckily for you, it ships December 28th, so no one's getting this for Christmas.
After Christmas. And it's only available until October 4th at 12 a.m.
Crazy.
PST. Actually,
Crazy.
our
It
time
takes
for
2
one.
months to get them ready.
Yeah, you were bored, Kath? I ordered so early.
Yeah, it's weird. But anyways, also talking about, this is a completely random aside,
Okay.
but everyone has watched Shrek. Literally everyone.
I love Shrek. I saw a really pretty Shrek
And it's
cake.
funny because I called Thurgo Pale Shrek, and
Isn't that your
someone
Shrek
brought
cake?
up a really good point I never thought of. Obviously, I don't think deeply on these children's movies, but if you think about it, maybe one of the reasons that Donkey didn't judge Shrek so harshly is because
He's a
he's
donkey.
literally colorblind, and that's proven in the movie.
Oh, is he?
So it's extremely likely that Shrek just looked like a bigger than normal, weirdly shaped person.
That's very valid. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. It was like he didn't look green to him, probably.
Anyway, there's this fancy Shrek cake that I would like for my birthday. It's just
Okay.
a very fancy, frilly looking cake with Shrek
Your
ears.
birthday in like 7 months.
8 months. 9 months. 8 months. I forgot what month it was. Robert's birthday's next week, you guys. Say happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm turning more unk every day.
31. Remember that time you said pause and I thought that I had something in my teeth, so I stopped talking and you called me an unk for the first time.
Because you were.
Anyway, so next week, whenever we record, we're probably just going to record it all on Tuesday and Wednesday. So Thursday, you're free on your birthday.
Maybe. Anyways, we have the most important thing, which are the other changes.
Ooh. So corrected moon key drop rates so they better match our original intent. Yeah.
I mean, I mentioned this because other people mentioned this like 3 weeks ago.
They were supposed to fix it last week.
As soon as it came out, everyone's like, these are wrong.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you could just change the numbers right away, right?
And then who knows what's going
You
on?
could just change the numbers,
Who
right?
knows what's
Surely
going on?
you could just change the numbers.
I doubt it at this point.
You
I don't
can't-
think so.
You can't just go in, click,
I
click,
don't
click.
think so.
There you go.
Doesn't
Fixed.
seem like it. They
Yeah.
fixed it.
Anyways, so
Again.
the moon key drop rate from frost crabs is now 1 out of 1354. I think before it was 3,000, and then before that it was like 12,000.
Jeez Louise. Brutal blue dragons now set their intended rates of 1 out of 250, and regular blue dragons are 1 out of 636.
Yeah. Also, that's it for that. Clan chat can now announce when a player beats their PB in the Doom at level 20 or higher.
Valuable loot from Coliseum now sends a clan chat broadcast when claimed.
Players left behind in any room of TOA are now properly removed from the party, and with the message, your party moves on without you.
That's so sad to see. The quest guide journal for King's Ransom has been updated on the permanent Deadman world to reflect the correct items needed.
And also, they fixed a bug where the Crystal Shield and Elysian Spirit Shield would fail the Doom of Makaweedle. For mine's better.
Yeah, that's when they have to wear a shield the whole time.
Yeah.
Making the weapon
I mentioned that last week, yeah.
Yeah. Making the weapon for the Devious Minds quest with a bowstring on a spool no longer causes the game to consume your whole spool.
Imagine losing 10,000 spools.
Oh, that would be so sad. It's like an iron.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You saved you made all of that. You got all the flax yourself.
I think I'm gonna get my quest cape next. Let's try Devious Minds.
You didn't even get it from a boss. You actually went and farmed it all.
That'd be really sad. I hope that didn't happen to anyone.
I'll send in a ticket for sure.
Oh yeah. That's it for the update this week though.
That is it. And it is the next day.
Hello.
Yes, it is the next day, and I actually have news.
Oh, you do?
Before we get into the next thing.
Okay, sure.
Big news.
What?
The game has been bombed to a negative review status.
RuneScape?
No, I'm
game are you talking about?
Borderlands 4. I just mentioned it at the top of the episode.
Oh, you wanted to play it.
And I was like, oh, maybe I'll get it. Also, it's $70, corrected me.
Okay.
It's not 80. And if you go to Steam right now, Borderlands 4 has a negative review.
I like this. I'm reading the articles actually. Borderlands 4 can either be your angel or your devil.
Yes. Yeah.
Mostly negative reviews.
It's funny because...
Is it deserved though? Because is it just people being annoying?
Okay, I stand by what I said. It looks cool. Okay. I've watched people play it. Looks cool. Looks like a good game. It is widely unplayable for a vast amount of people because of how poor it performs.
Ugh.
Even with the best specs,
yeah.
or whatever you would consider at the top of the line, whatever 3,000 and above gets you for a computer, those types of the computers are the ones that can play the game.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, it still doesn't get the best performance.
Yeah.
So most of them have to turn on AI frame generation.
Oh.
Which is a thing only available on newer cards anyways. So
is that when they kind of like make up what they think should be there?
Yeah, so just imagine you have like 2 frames and you just insert a frame in between so that now you suddenly have 3 frames. So it gives you 50% more frames.
Yeah, but it sounds like it could be easily wrong.
Well, it's not even that it's the fact that you even have to turn that on in order to get a reasonable frame.
Yeah.
And we're talking reasonable being like 60 or above. Most gamers, I think, nowadays especially, like to be above 120, if anything.
Oh.
So and we're talking on like higher specs, because obviously you're like, I bought this game, I want to play it as it was intended, which is like on the high settings, and that's like practically impossible for 99% of people that bought this game.
Oh.
So it's like I was watching someone play and they're like, yeah, he obviously is a streamer, he gets sponsored by Alienware, has like a $5,000 computer. And he's like, yeah, I get like 50 frames per second, and I have to turn on frame generation to get like a good, not stuttery gameplay.
Yeah. Is this like something that they're known for? Because there's also an article saying that they tested it on a minimum spec PC, and it runs just as Borderlands at launch as you'd expect.
It is not known for being this bad, but it is not known for being good.
Okay. How do we feel? Because I don't love bad reviews just based on performance. But I guess that should count. Because in my mind, I'm like, you guys are saying it's bad because it's not running, but it's day 1. You haven't even tried the game.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's maybe trying to be too nice.
I think it kind of depends. Because I've obviously seen a bunch of stuff like this. I've seen people get like, I think the review bombing people for like things they've said is ridiculous. Or like things that like a company has done separately from the game is ridiculous.
Usually the devs aren't related to like anything.
I feel like this is a legitimate concern if you like practically cannot play the game.
Yeah.
Like if a game runs at 30 FPS, it would be the same as like, you're like, oh, my car runs well, except like every couple minutes it like jerks backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it works technically, but you don't want your things you buy to work technically.
Yeah, you don't want to work like that.
And like I said, this isn't a cheap game. It's $70 US. So that's like as expensive as a normal game can get without it being like the upgraded version. The upgraded version's like 100 plus or whatever,
Jesus.
or it's like 100, and it's a lot. It's a lot of money, and so the fact that it doesn't work, I think, is a legitimate review bombing scenario.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you
Unfortunate.
think it's fair?
I do think it looks cool. The game looks cool, but the thing is, like, honestly, you're kind of like swinging at a real slow moving ball because all of the games look fun.
Yeah.
All of them look cool because they're all practically the same game but slightly different. So it's like you're already on a running start.
So yeah, if they would have had it performing well, this could have been like the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
bummer.
Or I don't know about the game. It definitely would have been like a top performer
Yeah.
for sure. It wouldn't have gotten game of the year, but it would have been like a memorable game.
It says despite the problems, the concurrent player numbers are doing really well. So it's not everyone's having issues.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, it's kind of like Monster Hunters, whatever. When that came out, a lot of people were having issues, but some people were like, "It's fine for me."
yeah, and also, I mean, like the thing is, if you pay $70 and you get through an hour of the game and you're like, "Oh, this isn't the worst," you're probably gonna keep going. I think not everyone is gonna return the game right away.
Mm-hmm.
And Steam,
That's true.
in Steam, you get 2 hours to return the game. I've seen quite a number of people say they have returned the game and they're just gonna buy it on PlayStation
Oh, okay.
or whatever console.
Just wait until it gets better.
Because the consoles don't have performance issues.
Oh.
Because this is a console native game.
Oh, so that's kind of like why it's weird.
Yeah, that's probably why it's weird. Like games that aren't made for PC usually run into these issues because that just makes sense. So, but yeah, obviously just a ton of bad reviews. So I did hype it up at the beginning of the podcast. So I wanted to make sure to unhype it up.
Has anyone played it and like, are you having issues? If anyone's not having issues, I'd like to hear because obviously you're only gonna hear about the bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people, it's fine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to bring it up. So now that that's over, we can get into some.
No, I had something to bring up.
Oh,
Haddist
okay.
on
Hadst.
Hadst. Oh, from Spotify said, "I believe Maple Story." I'm switching. We're talking about Maple Story now.
This is a comment.
I believe Maple Story got a lot of the RuneScape player base after the evolution of combat. I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of your listeners have either played or are still playing Maple Story. I also heard there's going to be a Maple Story Classic server being released soon. I heard that as well.
True.
am just like, see, people know what it is and play it.
Yeah, it is a fun game
Just
to
saying.
an extent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, it's fun. I mean, I could talk more about it at other times, but
We need to start the Babelbory podcast.
Yeah, I will put it out there that to like slightly dispel some myths, like because I see every single day because I'm a Reddit stalker when I'm bored at work, so I just like I'm on whatever Reddit and I literally don't even look at the hot or the best tabs.
You just scroll.
I just look at new.
Oh,
Because
wow.
I've seen everything.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You need a hobby at work.
No, yeah, there's a couple subreddits that I do that with just because like I'm bored at work, so I'll just look through them all day.
Yeah.
And just
Maybe
like be
you gotta
like,
work
oh,
on
what's
me.
happening here? So I'll go back to it every once in a while, and it's literally daily that I see a post. They're all like, whether it's a comment or a post, they're all like, oh, just got back into it after a bazillion years.
Yeah.
Is it like, what do I do? Or more than likely, it's like, is it worth playing? I'm like, come on, dude, you're in the subreddit for the game.
You clearly think it's worth playing.
Unless
like,
everyone
come on.
hates this game, chances are they're gonna be like, yeah, dude, go play it. Or
Everyone's
whatever.
like, no, we hate it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, it's kind of interesting because it's not as pay to win as you might anticipate.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say I'll just dispel that the regular server, incredibly pay to win.
Okay.
That's the whole point of the server. You literally buy progress with money. You can do it in a free to play way, but it is very disincentivized essentially.
I called it pay to win to one of my coworkers, and he doesn't really play. And he's like, "It's not pay to win," and I was like, "I think it's a little pay to
No,
win."
it is straight up.
He doesn't play though. I think he
The
just has
more
friends
money
that
you
play.
spend equals more damage.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like you could buy the best items in the game technically if you spent like thousands and thousands
Oh
and
my
thousands.
gosh.
But that's not realistic, but that's you get the point.
Yeah.
Besides that though,
Maybe not realistic for us brokies.
if you play in the heroic servers, previously called the reboot servers, there's actually no pay to win.
Oh.
Not no, I'll say 95% it's like player progression.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's all Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's literally no trading or anything like that. So
So that's the version that
that's the
all
version
irons
I
would
play. and you progress just by killing bosses and getting loot.
But you can
So
still buy stuff.
there is stuff like every once in a while that'll give you like more XP, which obviously the majority of
Oh,
people
you
would
don't buy like
say,
gear, you buy like cosmetics and XP.
yeah, typically they make money through cosmetics.
Their cosmetics are really
But
good.
there are events every like 3 months, and then in those events, typically there's either like a type of battle pass or like a type of like um. There's a lot of dailies in the game, so you can like either fast forward or re-catch up on the dailies if you miss them with money.
Yeah.
And then so like that's a form of like yeah, there are definitely like forms of like pseudo pay to win. It's not directly money equals power. Usually it'd be like money equals time saved.
Imagine if RuneScape, if you're up to your dailies, you could just pay and be like, we'll do your farm run for you.
Yeah, the equivalent in Maple is like if you're like, I don't want to do my NMZ daily, which no one does, but if you like want to take it as an example, it's like, oh, you can pay RuneScape $2 and it'll do it for you.
I can't believe I used to go there as a daily.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. But anyways, we could, speaking of RuneScape, we could jump back into it. That's the only thing I wanted to dispel about it, because
Okay.
I get that question constantly. So
Yeah.
you can easily play MapleStory for free if you wanted to. And that's
But
the
you
way
probably
I play it.
don't want, you still spend some money.
I spend money incredibly infrequently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's still just like a thing that you can choose to do. It's like spending money in League of Legends. Like by no means do you have to.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, by no means do you have to, but it's if you do,
It doesn't
it's nice.
actually benefit your account as much.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, it's just a time saver for the most part. So, anyways, we can talk about something that you might hate, you being the listeners, as much as pay to win things, and that's going to be bigotry.
Mod North had another interview. Ooh, yay.
Mon North, who previously was the sole reason that we did not get a Pride event.
Yeah. Which we got not a lot. We got a few comments last time. And just a reminder, like, you don't like what we're saying, don't listen. You could go.
True. We try to have a welcoming community, but yeah, we don't
Not to homophobes, just
we
to be
don't
clear.
typically enjoy the comfort of having bigots.
Yeah, don't love it.
Yeah, you don't have to fully love the person you're sitting next to. You just have to like not want them to not be there.
I remember once seeing my aunt post something that was like, love the sinner, hate the sin. And I was like,
Nope.
damn, girl, you're calling me a sinner? Like, that's rude.
Nope.
No, that's not nice. That's not nice to say. Don't say that to people.
True.
Anyway, so there's other stuff about this too, just about like being a CEO and being rich, right? But I just wanted to read this part because we talked about it previously. So this is from GameIndustry.biz. In June, Jagex was accused of rolling back its support for Pride and RuneScape in an article over on Pink News. There was still in-game content to commemorate the event, but assets were simply reused from last year's Pride, which I don't like how they said that, because we didn't get another another Pride thing from last year.
We didn't get anything.
Yeah, NPCs that have always existed in the game didn't suddenly disappear, but there's nothing new.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's literally nothing.
yeah. At the time, Mod North drew ire from parts of both Jagex's own community and the industry at large over comments he made in an internal meeting with staff to address the situation. Namely, that putting Pride content was to avoid a backlash, adding that content was controversial in a way it didn't used to be. At the time, one anonymous staffer accused the company of caving to American-style conservatism because of the shift in the political climate. Pressed on this, Bellamy stands by his original statements, emphasizing that it was his decision and no one else's. Would you like to read his quote?
True. Also, that reminded me, Bellamy is the name of an evil character in One Piece.
Oh, is it an evil character in Game of Thrones?
I have no idea. Never watched it.
I don't know. I might just be thinking that this dude looks like a Bellamy. It's the guy who's from Misfits. I don't know. Never mind. I'll look it up later.
Anyways, he said his job is about, this is a quote.
Yeah, read it word for word.
I'm just gonna paraphrase it. He says his job is governance and protection as much as anything else. So sometimes those kinds of harsh decisions have to be made to protect the imminent future of the game.
Oh, never mind. It's not to protect anyone. It's protect the game.
If there are tough decisions to be made next year, we'll make them. If the world has changed a bit and the environment is different, we'll react accordingly. He does pretty much just say several times in different ways throughout this article and in this interview that all of his decisions are for the good of the game, which really just boils down to profit.
Shareholders and money.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he obviously answers to the owners, which are profit driven.
Yeah.
It's a venture capitalist company. So
Yeah. One argument raised by the community was that while Bellamy's decision was made due to global political situations, this is precisely the reason why events like this are perhaps more important than ever. He said, the most important thing in the world, I'm assuming, is the continuity and maintenance of our games, as well as the preservation of our players and serving our players great RuneScape experiences as we have for years. That's the top priority, and that will always be the top priority. Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah, I don't know.
there's more quotes. So do you want to read it or me?
Sure. He says he sympathizes with what's being said. At the top of the totem pole will always be the continuity again.
They really were big on the word continuity. They told him to stress that. You could tell.
Yeah,
Whoever's
continuity
media prep was.
and operation of our games as apolitically as possible, because ultimately our games offer escapism to many hundreds of thousands of players every day. If that escapism opportunity is compromised, there's a real risk to the business.
Okay, I can't understand that because there was another article that I think worded it better. So I'm just gonna read this because I feel like I can't put well into words.
This
I
is
want.
from a PC Gamer.
PC Gamer, yes, and this is by Joshua Woolens, a PC Gamer. There's two different things. So Bellamy even applies with this comment about if the world's changed a bit, that RuneScape could well go back to big pride events and if the world undergoes a reversal in the political winds in the near future. But for me, what truly sticks in the craw, which I've never heard that saying before, I just raw what that meant, is a statement that his priority is the operation of Jagex's game as apolitically as possible. Hosting pride events is not apolitical, but nor is canceling them in order to cozy up to far-right governments. The latter is just easier. If Bellamy's priority truly is to prevent the compromise of the escapism it offers to many players, I have to wonder how many of RuneScape's numerous LGBTQ players feel about their escapism right now. Don't feel good about it. Just saying.
True.
Okay, what else did he say? This one. You want to start?
Sure. It says,
I was like, I'm doing a lot of reading and I feel like my voice is cracking.
nice. Yeah, he says, I'll continue to make decisions that keep the continuity the top priority of the list, though I do, of course, understand exactly why people would say what they've said.
Okay. And then he's just talking about in the next 4 to 5 years, he wants to have 3 TableMate RuneScape products that are growing month after month, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, like I said, he just, obviously, he says like a million times that his focus is just making more money for the game.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I mean, I guess that's what most rich companies do anyway, but he just like said it and it's just upsetting, you know? Like to hear people straight up say, Pride's not really making us money this year, so like we'll see what's going on next year. We'll see if gay rights then, or maybe not gay rights. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it's just
Lame.
It's just human rights.
Yeah, honestly. Anyway, he sucks.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I don't want to talk about him because he's dumb.
Also, it sucks because that, along with recent events, I'll just call them recent events as of, 9/11. Today's 9/11. Shout out.
Shout out 9/11.
Yeah.
Someone at work asked if we were going, being trying to be sympathetic to 9/11, asked if me and my coworkers were going to any parties this weekend for 9/11. And we're like, no.
Are you?
No, is that a thing? I don't know. That was bizarre.
I have a shot for each one that passed.
Yeah, I was like,
I think it's 2,700
maybe
people.
it should be like a memorial. But I was like, no, I'm not going to any 9/11 parties. Anyway, sorry.
No, yeah. I was gonna say it sucks because this along with the more recent political or just events that have been happening. If you know, I'm not gonna talk about them.
Yeah.
But it sucks because like a lot of I know we're gonna get like people and we've already had people in the Discord that have like had incredibly strong opinions and stuff like that. And also I know we'll get some in the comments too, which is like totally fine.
I'm about to go delete them. I'm sorry. The comments aren't for discourse.
Oh, I was going to say, I actually encourage normal discourse.
Oh, if it's normal, it's never normal.
Well, yeah.
On YouTube comments?
The thing that was more disappointing is when people attack each other.
Yeah.
I actually encourage normal back and forth disagreement. But whenever it's like just simply attacking people, then it's like, which is normally what we get.
I was gonna say I don't, because all the comments are always just like "you're going to hell," and I'm like, oh Jesus, okay.
True. People do come in hot.
That's
so.
normal discourse, I think.
Yeah,
Something like that.
unfortunate because, yeah, I think it's kind of interesting. I don't care, so I don't really participate, but I usually think it's interesting whenever I do read some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But
Make a Discord channel in Discord.
no,
Discourse.
I don't want to encourage it.
You
But
said you encourage it.
I
Oh,
as
you encourage it if it's gonna happen at
the
all.
I encourage the ideology of
Oh,
it.
but you don't actually want to see it.
But I don't care to like. I'm not like reading through it like this is
No.
my my life's work is to look through different political beliefs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
no.
But I do think it's interesting. So hopefully, if anyone does have a conversation, it's a
Normal.
conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just figured I'd mention that because if you don't see stuff like that in our comments, it's because if people just attack people, we usually delete it. It doesn't matter if it's one side or the other for an argument.
No, yeah. Whenever we posted the last Pride one, all the homophobic comments got deleted immediately.
Yeah, if it's just straight up attacking people, and this
I'm
is
like, nah.
this is for like discourse for anything that I moderate.
Any of our social media.
If
let's just say
anyone
that.
attacks anyone or is just unable of having like a normal conversation about a sensitive subject, then typically it's not useful at that point, so it just gets deleted.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on to the Q&A.
Sure.
Okay, cool. First question is from Andrew. Would you like Raids 4 to be sailing inspired? Why or why not?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think that they talked about in the game jam forever ago about, remember they talked about like a mini raid?
Yeah.
I'm like, you could just make the 4th raid sailing.
I don't know, dude. It kind of seems like an alley-oop at this point because
An alley-oop? Like basketball?
yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard that in years.
Why'd you say that's so weird?
Because I don't
Well,
know.
you say it like I just spoke Arabic or something. An alley-oop is synonymous with scoring. It's a
I
goal.
haven't heard anyone say that in so long. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, it's an alley-oop.
I
Do
don't
you know
know.
what an alley-oop is?
Yeah, Robert, I played basketball in the 7th grade.
What is it? Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, so anyways, if you don't know what that is, I just meant it's a very easy thing for them to implement as far as theme goes. Is I mean, the sea is just there, right? There's so much.
It's there. It's fast.
Well, I mean, you can easily incorporate pirates, undead,
Mermaids.
ghosts, mermaids, sirens,
Any sea creatures.
krakens,
Ooh,
leviathans.
sirens. Oh my gosh.
You have your pick of the lot when it comes
Yeah.
to sea themed things. So you could easily create like a trillion boss dungeon and have more to like spare. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of just there, and also it's like, oh, you're an end gamer and you didn't like sailing. Well, I guess you probably should have leveled it up because the new raid requires sailing.
No, I think that's totally not, and a lot of people are gonna be pissed.
I mean, I don't think they'll be pissed. I think it'll just be. I think it's obvious.
I know Wraith will be pissed.
I think it's obvious, so I think they'll just be prepared. They're all
Yeah.
like, all right, this is gonna be a sailing themed one. Everyone's gonna be like, all right, I'll just start leveling it because obviously it'll require some amount of sailing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it should incorporate direct like sailing required things, like you're on a boat shooting things with cannons or whatever. But I think
I'd be happy with it just being like you have to go underwater and there's like a grotto or something.
yeah, maybe just getting there requires sailing. I
Yeah.
don't really care, but I think that it's there.
Yeah, I think
it's
it
obvious.
has to be. If it's not, that's gonna be like, why?
Yeah, and it's like it just goes so hand in hand. You can hype up one with the other, and it creates like this combo vacuum of like enthusiasm. So
I don't know how we're supposed to get sailing this year. There's only 3 months left.
there's no way we're getting sailing. That's why I
Right?
told you it was
There's
getting delayed.
no way. They haven't said it's delayed, by the way. This is just us speculating.
I think I said that whenever they dropped the timeline that
I know
all
I
of the
did. They
things
were
are
like
getting delayed.
later this year, and I was like, why would you guys say we're getting sailing this year? Like, there's
I probably sarcastically said like 2 years, and that I probably actually meant it.
well, maybe it'll come out in 2025 and we'll look like fools, but I don't think it's going to.
I think
Personally,
if it did,
does, they're
it
gonna
would be
rush it.
rushed
Mhm.
and it would be low quality.
Yeah, I'm happy to wait as long as you guys need.
I think that's the general sentiment.
Yeah.
It's not like everyone's maxed anyways, like chomping at the bit, waiting for new content. I think if anything, people are like, give us as much leeway and notice as possible.
Yeah. I think everyone just wants it to be good.
Like if they're all like, I honestly, legitimately, if they're all like, this isn't going to come out until November of next year, everyone would be like, all right.
Yeah, it would be like, oh, you're really dedicated to making it look good.
They'd be
Okay,
like, oh yeah, I'm
cool.
going back to Slayer. Like,
Yeah, I know.
well, who cares?
There's some people probably super excited about it, but even if they're really excited about it, at the same time, they'd want to be good.
Yeah, I think that would suck. The thing that I think sucks is that they have I think it should have been further along before they've started doing the betas.
Yeah, I know.
Like I understand that they're kind of using the betas in the actual way they should be
They
used.
should have not called it betas. They should have been like, I don't know,
Yeah.
like a pre-beta.
The thing is, like, people have to know, like, things have changed with time. Beta doesn't mean what it used to mean. You should really call everything an alpha until you're practically ready to
Did we
release the
have
game.
the actual beta?
We had the alpha, and then we had the beta.
Did we? Okay. I didn't
Well, we
remember.
didn't have had a full beta. We had the stress test beta,
Oh,
like not that long ago,
yeah. I can't remember what we had, to be honest.
where
All I know
you could
is,
sail, but it was to test the server.
oh, yeah. I just know that it doesn't feel ready. But at the same time, like it wasn't real, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I feel like my bet's not this year. Maybe in like February, March of next
I
year.
was gonna say March,
Yeah, I could see that.
especially because
They're gonna be like announcing now, November 1st of this year.
yeah, I was gonna say it's especially notorious that Jagex takes practically a full month from the second week of December until the first week or second week of January. They're practically inactive.
Yeah, they have like a bunch of holidays and stuff.
They have a bunch of holidays. They have a
Mhm.
bunch of like
That's why I had so many.
hangover
I feel like I always
notes.
have a bunch of guests on during those weeks.
Yeah, like they have a bunch of notes saying that they're not in office, that these are just, holdover type of updates
Mm-hmm.
for 3 weeks straight. It's like, I'm sure nothing's getting done.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's pretty much, we really only have 2 months until the end of the year because of that.
True.
They're not going to come out with it in December. Let's be
Maybe
honest.
they will. Maybe we'll look like fools.
No, because then they wouldn't be able to go on holiday.
I mean, now there's an American as the CEO. Maybe they don't get as much holidays.
Imagine them taking off. They release it December 7th, and then they go on holiday for 3 weeks. What an actual forest fire that would be.
That would be hilarious.
That'd be like coming back into office after a long weekend and it literally being covered in just the foulest material, and you are the person that has to clean it.
Gross.
That's what that would be.
Next question is from Harger. Would you support Jagex introducing verified no-bot worlds to OSRS? Basically, what this is in order to log in, you have to turn on a webcam, and a Jagex employee will let you in after you show your face next to a piece of ID. If you're caught botting after logging into your account, it will be permanently banned, and any other attempt to log in with another account will also be blocked because they know your ID. Because this can be perceived as an invasion of privacy, these worlds are not mandatory, but they are an opportunity for players to play without bots if they don't care about Jagex knowing who they are. No, it's too much. I think it's too much.
Yeah.
The
I'm
ID.
interested in
Interested in it?
interested in the concept.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this would only be valuable if it had a separate economy.
Oh.
If it didn't, then that would be completely irrelevant.
Well, there's so many people that like legitimately just hate seeing bots around, which is funny because like I don't even know when people are bots. I'm not good at clocking bots.
Yeah, I mean, this would solve some problems. Like, I guess if you don't want to see bots or people that look like bots,
People that
or
are too lazy to customize.
if you're
don't use
doing
bot.
like competitive content, I guess that can be
Oh,
botted.
yeah.
Like especially obviously like Revenant caves and stuff like that, which is like 99% bots. Like that type of stuff, I guess it would kind of make sense. But to the greater point, it wouldn't solve it.
Yeah.
Because it would have to have a separate economy.
Yeah. I just would be more scared about the privacy issues too, just
Now's-
because we know their account security. They're still working on it.
I was gonna say that's like only one of like 5 of my concerns.
There's a couple concerns.
Because for instance, this is actually a really good point, is MapleStory.
Mhm.
If you play in Korea, in order to play video games in Korea, not all games are like this, but there is not an insignificant amount that are like this that require you to what is essentially, for all intents and purposes, provide like serious identification.
Oh, you told me that.
Like it's not one-to-one, but it's low-key like your social security.
Is it for botting reasons?
It's for botting and cheating and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like because video
You
games
cheat,
are
you're
so
going to
much
jail.
more ingrained in the Korean society, it's taken more seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, like you can only play in Korean MapleStory servers, like they're region locked. You can only play in them if you're in Korea.
That's crazy.
So like
And if you
if
have a VPN, then you have to have like
it
all this
doesn't,
information.
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
have a
You have to have a
residence.
friend there
Yeah,
who's
you
like, I don't want to play video games. You can use my
exactly.
stuff.
So there are plenty of, US residents or other residents that play in Korea, but it's because they have a Korean friend.
Wow, they
And
have
you
the
have
hookup.
to they have to be like for real your friend, because at any point in time with no repercussion, they can reassume the account,
Yeah.
obviously, because it's theirs.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, like and this has happened where people like have gotten significant progress,
And they're
and
like,
then
wait, I want that
the
account.
owner of the accounts are like, just one day they just change the password.
That's
You can't do
crazy.
anything about it.
Yeah.
So like I'll suffice it to say there are ways around even these types of things. Also, on top of that, you have to account for what I'm going to call the autist factor.
Okay.
I think a lot of people, while there are plenty of bots in the game, underestimate the amount of grind people are willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like the legitimate rank 1 Kriara posted this week in the RuneScape subreddit, 110,000 KC.
Jesus Christ.
Any normal human would be like, oh, that's botted.
That's why I hate whenever people see stuff in the media like it's being botted. And I'm like, well, we don't know that. Because
I'm like,
I went to Scurrius 15,000 times. Someone thought I botted that on TikTok. And I'm like, why would I bot that?
that's a reasonable thing to assume if you made money there, but you don't. So you would just have to be sick in the head.
Yeah. Because it's like kind of how we were talking about on mobile, especially like we don't talk to people. People will think that we're bots.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I just don't want to talk.
But I mean, yeah, it's so hard to find these botters because one, people do this for money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to account for that. It doesn't matter if they don't talk to you or if they are doing the same content for like 1,000,000 hours a week. It's because they're getting paid to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's real world trading or because they get paid in real life to do it, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And two, like I said, we have people that just do insane, like the rank 1 Vorkath, I'm pretty sure is a real account.
Probably.
And he's made billions and billions and billions. He's like,
we have someone in our
crazy.
chat that has over 30,000 Cerberus. They just like doing
and they don't
Slayer
even do it that
bombs.
much. They just
not anymore.
yeah. So it's like it's not like any of these insane grinds are unrealistic for normal, quote unquote, normal human.
I didn't watch this video. I don't know who said it, but someone in chat said that like a creator put out like their calculations of what they thought the bots were in the game, and they thought it was like a quarter of all players.
I can see that.
Maybe it's just because copium. I don't want to see that. I'm like, oh, that sounds lame. I don't want to think like that.
No, I can
I'll
definitely
think
see
that's
that.
like 10%, because otherwise I'm like, lame.
I mean, you think about it, like Yamo was bought at day 1.
Yeah, but it will ruin my fun if I think of it like that.
Sure. But yeah, so I think that's just all of that combines to like really say that it is incredibly difficult to even verify this, even with video.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to have like multiple camera like viewpoints. They would have to practically
watch you playing the game.
Yeah, they would have to practically RDP into your machine and watch you actively doing it with the cam behind you, showing you and your computer at the same time.
It's like whenever you took the A+ exam at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
It would have to require not just an insane amount of like investment, but like
attention from employees. No one would want to do that.
Yeah, it would be crazy. Impractical to say the least, impossible potentially.
Yeah. Last question is from Matt on Discord. Is it already known if on player-owned ships there will be extra storage for food, pots, etc.? If it's not known, do you think that should be possible? Of course, if your ship sinks, you lose it all, but it would help if in combat you need more supplies. I don't think that's a thing. Do you remember?
Is it known if player-owned ships will be extra storage space? That is not
for food and pots. I think
known.
I think there will be like extra storage for like a little bit of extra storage while doing like the salvaging or whatever.
Yeah, it has never ever once, as far as I remember, been stated that you can put any part of your inventory outside of things that are obtained while doing sailing things into the storage hold.
Yeah.
So it would be the same thing as like while you're getting runes, or even better, while you're getting fish, they automatically get put into the fish storage. It's on that level, whereas you're not putting other stuff in there.
Yeah. I think this idea would be too busted. Because it'd be like bringing extra food with you. No. Because you can't do that anywhere now.
I don't I could see there being like a rune pouch equivalent for your boat,
For
but
runes?
no, for like other
Oh, like
items.
3 things.
Yeah, like it's like such a small amount. I don't think this would ever happen.
Yeah.
I think it's unrealistic, obviously. I think
Mhm.
they could easily implement this and there would be lore behind it.
Oh, I
But
think it would make sense lore-wise, but player-wise, I think that's too much of a benefit.
yeah, I think that is skirting summoning from
It was giving me
RS3,
some summoning vibes.
which for anyone that doesn't know what summoning is, we practically don't know what it is either. So this isn't going to
Yeah, so
be,
we could be super off.
it's not going to be 100% accurate, but you essentially can summon things like pack yaks that it's not literally a pack yak, but
That'd be really
it's a
cute.
summon that is essentially a thing that carries a bunch of stuff for you.
Yeah, supplies.
I don't know if that still exists. I know, people have talked about it before, which is the only reason we know about it.
Mhm.
So, like, I think skirting stuff like that is immediately fairly like power gamey. Like, now
Yeah,
you have to have this,
exactly.
and like
And
grinds are suddenly going to gravitate around this type of mechanic.
people like 3 foods might not sound like a lot, but that could actually make a very big difference when like fighting bosses. So it would make everything a lot easier. Like
Yeah,
if I had 3 extra food at like random bosses, like maybe not Delve because it could be getting one shot by silly things. But like at Yama, if you have 3 extra foods, like, oh, I could stay a lot longer.
true. Yeah, I don't like it. The idea of I like the second idea.
Hmm.
If your ship sinks, you lose everything.
That's kind of funny. I
Um,
feel like they'll do that in the Wildy.
I
Like
don't.
any supplies that you have.
I think honestly, this is like kind of a cool idea, just in general.
Hmm.
Like, let's say you go and you dredge a bunch of stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
You get supply crates when you dredge, and you get XP and stuff like that. It's like the more AFK thing to do while sailing.
Mhm.
So let's say you've done that for like a few hours, and you're like, do I take the fast route that could have, skeleton pirates,
Yeah.
or do I go the long way?
Hmm.
And it's like that's kind of decisions that you already have to make in the game. Like, do I go to Varrock the fast way? I'm
Or drive past the Dark Wizards
Yeah,
and
it's
I
like,
only have 10 hit
I'm
points.
level 3 combat. I might get one hit practically. So it's like that's a real thing that you deal with already.
Yeah.
Dropping all of your gear might suck, but I mean, if you could reclaim it, that would be cool, I guess. In a similar way, it would obviously be way more of a headache
Yeah.
because you're sailing. But
Oof.
I think something along those lines. There has to be. I think not has to be. I think that is a cool concept of the give and take of time versus money,
Yeah.
because that's something we already battle with. So that there's already precedence. It's
Okay.
just different.
Fair.
I don't think it would pass because it's kind of annoying and people aren't into annoying things nowadays.
I do think it'll be a thing for wilderness though, that if you have any like stuff like from dredging or whatever, that you'll probably lose it still.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't even know how wilderness would
It'll
interact
be
with it.
interesting to see how it works in the wildy.
I don't think it'll interact with it at all. I think it's going to interact separately. Like, if I had to guess, if there was any interaction with death while sailing, I think it would be along the lines of like Hespori. Like, it's a separate thing entirely.
Oh, like instanced or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like it won't be because I think that they'll introduce PKing.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
I'd be willing to bet they never introduced PKing.
I feel like they were talking about battling people on other ships eventually being a thing, not with release.
I don't think so. We'll
see.
If it did, I think it would be something re-brought up years from now.
Oh yeah, I think it'll take a long time for that to be a thing though.
Yeah,
I think it'll happen.
like I'll practically be dead of old age.
Oh my god. Okay. He turns 31 next week, by the way.
Yep.
Old age.
GG. But that is it for the questions. We, as always, do greatly appreciate your questions. If you thought these were interesting and want to ask them on your own, of course.
Or ask Kit Kat questions.
Yeah, ask Kit Kat questions. Feel free to jump into our Discord again or any of our socials.
Our Twitter and TikTok are Bunebape OSRS. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and Blue Sky are all just Bunebape. I stream 4 days a week at twitch.tv/Bunebape and on YouTube. We also have a Patreon. I think it's just patreon.com/Bunebape if you want like a cute little badge and potentially origami, depending which tier you join. So go check out everything.
Yeah. So
And coming out with me
hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, then we'll see you all.
very soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.